Hi guys, my name's Andrew. This is Indian Summer Farms. I'm located here in San Diego, California, actually in the foothills of San Diego, up in the Ramona. So we actually do get some seasons up here, surprisingly. I farm on a little over an acre. It's just me out here. I started farming about 8 to 10 years ago. I started in Monterey, actually. I went to school Cal State Monterey Bay. After school, I joined into an NGO called ALBA, and what they are is they actually they farm they not farm, but they take the farmers out of the fields and they have them become their own boss. So up there in Salinas Valley, in particular, it's like lettuce capital of the world, and there are so many farm workers up there, and they all know what to do, but they don't know how to get out and do their own thing and be their own boss. So that's what Alba does. They teach them how to create their farming into a business. So I ended up joining that out of college in Monterey, and straight out of Alba, I was recruited to a 20-acre organic farm, where I farmed there for about 3 years and decided I wanted to come back to San Diego and start my own thing. And, 3 years later, here I am in beautiful San Diego, starting my own farm. Some struggles that I've ran into in terms of starting my own farm is finding land, which is huge. Down here in San Diego, it's so crazy expensive. So finding land was a crucial one. Water down here is obviously a big thing. So finding land with a well was another one too. And then honestly, learning the climate of San Diego. So coming from Monterey, it was such a just never got freezing cold and never got over 90 degrees. So it was this perfect climate. Whereas San Diego, especially in the foothills, we can get some extreme temperatures, from 116 in the summertime to right now we're hitting low 30s at night down here. So that has been a huge struggle. I plan to get my certification here within this following year. I just started farming on this little piece of property here last year. And yeah, and then so the whole certification process is definitely, it's not a struggle, but it's a lot of note taking and a lot of record keeping and keeping up with everything you plant, everything you put in the ground. So that's been a little bit of a struggle or a complication, I would say. Other than that, San Diego is a great spot to start farming in. The markets are great down here. Yeah. So for me and like the future of farming, I picked up this little spot. I'll flip the camera around here so you can kind of get a good view. I picked up this little spot. It's all this fence line here. I'm on a pretty main street, so I have a lot of exposure. So what I would love to do eventually is set up a permanent farm stand here and bring the people to me by creating, U-picks with my strawberries, U-picks with the tomatoes. I have blackberries over here in the corner. Really make it an atmosphere for families to come out in. Especially I've saw the influx with COVID. People just wanted to get out of the city and go into a farm and visit. So that was my main driving force of starting to try to get like a farm stand on property, which would be huge. In the general aspect of farming, I see a lot of potential. I see a ton of small farmers popping up, which is great. I think every city needs a little small farm. You can't have these big conglomerates that are just taking over and sending food across America. It's like you got to grow what's local and what's in season. And I think San Diego is a great turning point for that. And I'm seeing a lot of small farms popping up here. And I'm trying to encourage even more people to pop up their own little farms. I think the main thing with farming is not necessarily the growing of it, but I'd say 70% of it is the selling of it. So when you start a farm, make sure you're in an area that you know you could sell. Make sure there's a market that you know you could sell in.